Good evening. Good evening. My name is John Murphy, and I'm the principal of North Augusta High School, and I welcome you to our commencement exercises. Thank you for being in attendance tonight to celebrate our students. We have an exceptionally large crowd of people still trying to get in. The metal detector winding process is taking longer than anticipated. We will begin our procession with students at 8:10 p.m. Thank you for your patience and understanding.
Good evening, class of 2022, families and friends. Please stand for the presentation of colors. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Good evening. My name is John Murphy, and I'm the principal of North Augusta High School. On behalf of the North Augusta High School faculty and staff, I welcome you to the commencement of North Augusta High School class of 2022. We are honored by your presence. We know that family, friends, and community supporters are in attendance tonight and online to honor these students. Graduation is the culmination of many years of hard work and dedication. Today, we commend you on your accomplishments and celebrate with you this special occasion. Graduation is a dignified ceremony. In order to honor and preserve the dignity of the event, we ask that you hold all applause until after all graduates have been recognized. Please remember that tonight the focus should be on the graduates. Should you choose to clap and yell for your graduate, you may prevent another family from hearing their graduate's name announced. Once all names have been called, we will take the appropriate amount of time to applaud all graduates. It has been my honor to serve as the principal of North Augusta High School, and I am proud of these students we are here to celebrate tonight. I would like to thank all parents for allowing me the rewarding opportunity to serve your children. At this time, I would like to recognize our distinguished guests and most honored students. Please stand as I call your name. From the Aiken County Public School District School Board representing North Augusta Schools, Dr. Patricia Hanks. Mr. Barry Moulton. From the Aiken County Public School District Office, Superintendent Mr. King Lawrence. Dr. Corey Murphy, Chief Officer of Operations and Student Services. Ms. Jeannie Glover, Chief Officer of Instruction. Mr. Trey Traxler, Chief Officer of Finance. Ms. Jennifer Hart, Chief Officer of Human Resources and Administration. Mr. Burt Postel, Assistant Superintendent for High Schools. Mr. Eric Jeffcoat, Assistant Superintendent for Elementary Schools. Ms. Julie Revelay, Assistant Superintendent for Elementary Schools. Dr. Phyllis Gamble, Assistant Superintendent for Middle Schools. Mr. Mike Rozier, Director of Communications and Community Partnerships, standing down front. From the South Carolina House of Representatives, representing District 83 and North Augusta Schools, Mr. Bill Hickson. From the North Augusta High School Administration, Assistant Principal Fran Altringer, Assistant Principal Christian Risher, Assistant Principal David Harris, Assistant Principal Thurston Williams. From the Paul Knox Educational Endowment, Mr. Bill Burkhalter. The Class of 22 Valedictorian, Ms. Catherine Cannon. The Class of 22 Salutatorian, Mr. Andrew Towner. You may be seated. Thank you to the following sponsors of our graduation ceremony. Presenting sponsor, Rhodes Graduation Services. Platinum sponsor, Aiken Works. Silver sponsors, the City of North Augusta, the City of Aiken, Buford Golf and Associates, HG Reynolds Company, LS3P Architecture, Interiors and Planning, Haas and Hildebrand Incorporated. Supporting sponsors, Southside Pediatrics of Aiken, Security Federal Bank, Coal Creek Nurseries, McMillan Payson Smith Architecture. Thank you.
Congratulations, North Augusta High School class of 2022. A popular streaming series, The Chosen, there are two characters who are discussing their past, and one says that he's lost so much time. The other tells him that time has not been lost, it's only been rearranged. Almost 2 full years of your high school experience was disrupted. Commentators have described it as lost time or lost learning. I don't agree with that. The time and the learning was just rearranged. Your resilience and perseverance helped you to make the most and even thrive in that rearrangement. I ask you tonight to get used to that kind of rearrangement. Your time will be reorganized and rearranged many times throughout your careers and throughout your lives. It's going to happen a lot, but nobody has received better preparation for that than the graduating class of 2022. During your unusual journey through high school, you have accomplished very much. Now the world is wide open to you. Sometimes your way is going to be easy, other times it will be difficult. I believe that a strong predictor of future success is previous accomplishment. All of you have accomplished something very special. When things do get hard, think about this day. Think about the years of work and study that brought you to today. Remind yourself that you have what it takes to succeed. You have proven it, and you will prove it many, many times throughout your lives. Class of 2022, again, congratulations.
Good evening, class of 2022. You did it. Tonight, there are more than 300 seniors graduating from North Augusta High School. This room is filled with your friends, family, teachers, coaches, counselors, and many others who have been there to guide you throughout this journey, all of whom are very proud of your accomplishments. I and other members of the school board salute your success. As you sit there in your caps and gowns, take a moment to think back on your past academic years. As a normal part of life, I know that those years were filled with ups and downs, some wins and some losses, but all of those have shaped you and will become memories that you will cherish and learn from forever. For this day, I say, pat yourself on the back and know, as an anonymous quote has said, the tassel is worth the hassle. All of your efforts have paid off and led you to this amazing day. So while your diplomas you will receive this evening signify that you've completed all of your academic requirements, please understand that your diploma means so much more. The diploma also represents your maturity, resilience, dedication, perseverance, and lastly, hard work. Please continue to hold those traits dear to your heart as you enter the real world and start a new chapter of your life's journey. Job well done, seniors. Keep reaching for the stars. On behalf of the Board of Education, I'd like to congratulate you and wish you the best of luck with your future pursuits. I have no doubt that you will continue to make us proud. Thank you.
Good evening, North Augusta High School class of 2022. Congratulations, Yellow Jackets. You made it. Some of you have it all figured out. You've already decided where you're gonna further your education, which school you're going to, the living arrangements, your career aspirations, everything. Some of you are sitting here tonight, like a lot of people, thrilled just to be here and hoping that it'll all end and you can move on and don't know what's coming next. And then there's a few of you that might be entering the world of trades and skilled craftspeople. Given that I only have a minute to speak, which is a blessing, I simply want to challenge you to be the best you that you can be. Make this world a better place. Lead and never follow. Be courageous. Don't be led by politics or political ideologies. Instead, create a world that's not divisive. Treat others as you would like to be treated. Don't allow others to set your limits. Rudyard Kipling said it best in a poem, whose key phrase is now at the player's entrance to center court in Wimbledon. It says, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors the same, imagine being able to face both success and failure in your life and allowing neither to alter the course that you've set for yourself. In the famous words of a well-known aerospace hero, to infinity and beyond. God bless you all.
Good evening to the faculty, staff, and administration of North Augusta High School, Aiken County leadership and board members, family, friends, and fellow students. I am honored to speak in front of you tonight. Being part of the class of 2022 has been one of the defining moments of my time in the North Augusta community. In fact, since my 7th grade year at North Augusta Middle, I've had the idea for a senior prank planned around the year. Although implementation has changed, the overall plan has always been the same: to play Taylor Swift's song 22 at our graduation ceremony. To Mr. Murphy's relief, I will not be carrying out that prank today. To my classmates, disappointing, I know. But the idea, the fact that we need to celebrate being the class of 2022 remains. After all, this class has been through much together. We started our freshman year in the old building and were able to watch as construction began on what is now North Augusta High School. As buildings were torn down and we moved into new ones, together we felt the love and support from our North Augusta community. Fast forward to our sophomore year, we experienced lockdown in March of 2020. School closed, we weren't allowed to see our friends, and life as we knew it came to an end. Throughout our junior year, we endured the hybrid schedule, never quite getting the full classroom experience, but not committing to online school either. And we finished our final year together, the most normal we've had yet. The resiliency our class has displayed is immense. To persevere through thick and thin, hybrid scheduling, new construction, and millions of other trials, we have finally made it to this moment. We are reaching the end of this journey, about to receive the diplomas we've worked so hard to achieve. Do not let this accomplishment come and go. It's an important and memorable time in your life. But before we begin those celebrations, there's one thing I want to share. I'm sure you've heard it before. School is teaching you how to think. Maybe in your math class, learning a specific way to do differential equations, or in a chemistry class while you learn sig figs. Everyone complains about how we'll never use this information in real life, so what's the point of learning it? And your teacher chimes in that the point of the assignment is for you to learn how to think, not necessarily get the right answer. And as annoying as it is to hear, this holds true. Some classes are simply meant to stretch your brain in ways it's never been stretched before, urging you to look at problems with the confidence that you know how to solve them. A recent visit to Mr. Emmerling's classroom reminded me of a lesson he taught me. I know not everyone here had the pleasure to take his class, so I thought I would share that lesson with you tonight. It's this: although it is important that we know how to think, it is equally so what we choose to think about. Often, it's easy to get stuck in our own thought bubble of what is going on. We get caught up on social media, making sure we get all our schoolwork done, or making sure we had a summer job. We don't think about things like, this is the last time I'll ever be in third period with these people. Or, if you want to go back really far, this is the last time my mom will ever drive me to school. Sometimes we forget to notice and think about all those small yet important moments in our lives, and furthermore, we forget to think about all of the people that got us there. We might forget to think about how that one teacher took the time to help us with an assignment, or how that friend saved a seat for us at lunch. We forget to think about all the people that made our reality possible because we become too enamored with the problems of the present. Tonight, I want you to take a moment and think about how you got here. All the little moments, all the amazing people that allowed this to be possible. You did it, but you did not do it alone. And as you transition into whatever phase of your life comes next, whether that's college or work or anything else, Remember the community that allowed you to achieve it. Don't forget about North Augusta and all the moments and people that pushed you to achieve everything you now have. Remember that it's important to know how to think and also what to think about. I personally want to thank my teachers, friends, and most importantly, my family for getting me here today. It's been a long 12 years of work, and I truly could not have done it without the help of all of you. All the little moments of silent determination have finally amounted to this, and I am grateful for the help of every single one of you. Thank you to the North Augusta community and to North Augusta High School. My love truly abides with thee. And finally, congratulations to the class of 2022.
Good evening, family, friends, staff, administration, and board members. It is an honor to speak in front of you as the Salutatorian of the class of 2022. As we look to our future outside of North Augusta High School, I have learned to cherish every moment I get with the people who surround me because, like you all sitting here today, it seems like just yesterday we started our first day as freshmen, and now this is going to be the last time we are all together. From the book, Dance, 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 it states, "Unfortunately, the clock is ticking. The hours are going by. The past increases, the future recedes. Possibilities decreasing, regrets mounting. I implore each of you not to press pause trying to rekindle your past, but rather to take everything we do and encounter as a blessing. Sometimes I think we get so caught up in all of the rush of life, we forget to take moments to stop and enjoy the beautiful little things that happen. I encourage you to make the future something meaningful, always focused on appreciating the past, but not standing still. As we continue our lives into a diverse group of communities, I encourage you to take every opportunity as a blessing, to have fun or learn something new. Whenever you feel overwhelmed and stressed about this new chapter of your life, do not forget that you are never alone, no matter how bad or good it may seem. Remember to always breathe and take a moment for yourself, but also remember the people around you. Everything happens for a reason, and no matter the trials you will face, you will never be given a burden more than you can carry. I would like to thank my family, friends, and teachers for their faith, support, and trust in me. It has never gone unnoticed or unappreciated. Lastly, I would like to thank the class of 2022. Words cannot describe how proud and honored I am to consider this class my home. No matter how many different paths we will go down, one thing will hold true. We are the class of 22, thy praise we sing to thee.
Good evening. It is my privilege on behalf of the trustees of the of the Paul Knox Educational Endowment Fund to announce the recipients of this year's scholarship awards. This program was started to honor the service of longtime educator and superintendent of North Augusta area schools, Mr. Paul Knox. I may be dating myself, but Mr. Knox was superintendent when I was a student in North Augusta High School and even when I graduated. The trustees this year were able to grant 10 scholarships of $3,000 each. I want to mention that this is an endowed fund, and Ms. Catherine Reese was a fellow student of my dad in the 1934 North Augusta High School graduating class. Later, she met and married Bob Pamplin, and Mr. Pamplin was not from South Carolina, to my knowledge, and certainly not from North Augusta. Yet she prevailed upon him sometime in the 60s or maybe early 70s to make substantial contributions to the fund so that we have an endowed fund that earns money and allows us to do these scholarships. As I announce the recipients, if you would just stand in place where you are until I complete the list so everybody will know where you are. At the end of the graduation ceremony, after everything is completed, if you would gather over to my right, your left, right by the stairs, I'll give you the award certificates at that time, and we'll get a quick group photo. The 22 recipients of the Paul Knox Educational Endowment Fund are Cadence Adams, Ansley Baxley, Austin Brown, Emma Daniels, Sean Fowley, Jillian Gregory, Stephen Harmon, Amelia Murphy, Andrew Towner, Reagan Wall. Again, remember to meet us after the graduation ceremony is over so that we can hand out the certificates and get your photo. And congratulations to the award recipients.
Class of 2022, it is now time for the diploma presentation. The first row should now stand and advance as each name is called.
Jake Abrahani. Antonio de la Cruz Abrigo. Cadence Adams. Jennifer Jaramillo. Dylan Akers. Andrew Aldrich. Taylor Alfred. Ansley Allen. Olivia Ainsley. Lashante Aranda. Maricela Arias Castaneda. Olivia Attaway. Emil Ayala Cosme. Elena Bailey. Alyssa Bailey. Roman Balbag. Henry Bankston. Malik Bearfield. Dayton Barrett. Adriana Bates. Eric Bautista. Annalise Baxley. Nathan Baer. Riley Beneker. Kanan Blair. Makai Boskett. Tiana Bostick. Cassidy Boyd. Alyssa Brady. Alyssa Braswell. Corey Broach. Austin Brown. Taylor Brown. Harley Bryan. Simone Bultron. Thomas Birch. Jabari Burks. Janae Caldwell. Catherine Cannon. Diana Dinas. Dejan Carson. Anya Carter. Emerson Carter. Hayden Carter. Mary Carter. Jocelyn Cervantes. Mason Chartier. Giselle Clay Beltran. Bradley Clyett. Caitlin Cochran. Justin Coleman. Jordan Coleman. Emily Collins. Jeffrey Cook Jr. Alexis Corbin. Anna Corley. Heidi Kokenhauer. Rebecca Kulabali. Emmanuel Kulabali. Ayana Curry. Jalen Curry. Hannah Cutshaw.
Aaron Danforth. Emma Daniels. Arquane Davis Jr. Jackson Davis. Joshua Davis. Savannah DeGennaro, Emily Delgado Gavin, Amber Devine, Sarah Dom, Jalexi Diaz Santiago, Jacorian Dobbs, Darian Dorn, Haley Downs, Destiny Dudley, Caleb Durden, Spencer Durham, Wesley Ellis, Hampton Ellis, Garrison Escalante Alberto, Javier Escartin, Jason Escobar, Kanisha Estrict, Michaela Faulkner, Hunter Fennington, Jada Fields, Meredith Kate Finley, Talasia Flowers, Cassidy Fortson, Sean Fowley, Thomas Frazier, Ricardo Freyer II, Bryson Foose, Cruz Garcia, Jalen Garnett, Demarion Gibson, Melissa Gill Briatico, Abigail Goforth, Dylan Gooden, Jeffrey Greenway III, Jack Greenway, Landon Greer, Jillian Gregory, Haley Gross, Alyssa Guy, Ollie Victoria Haddon, Deshawn Hall, Trinity Hammond, Charles Han, Holly Hargrove, John Harley, Tanner Harmon, Stephen Harmon, Austin Harrell, Carson Hartsock, Richard Havasey, Michael Hawkins, Javen Herrera, Emma Hennessy, Amy Hernandez Zelaya, Lauren Herrera, Kelly Herring, Lance Herring Jr., Ayana Hightower, Sharonica Hightower, Honor Hill, Alexia Hillary, Robert Hillard, Lydia Holcomb, Latasha Holmes, Benjamin Holton, Alyssa Howard, Crystal Huerta, Tyler Hughes, Lanaya Hunsberger, Alexis Hutchinson, Hayden Hutto,
William Ives, Faith Jackson, Brian Jackson, Nariah Jefferson, Tomanika Jennings, Malik Jimenez, Olivia Johnson, David Johnson, Carter Johnson, Isabel Jones, Jaslyn Jones, Kanasia Jones, Michael Jones, Caroline Johnson, Najib Joseph, Stephen Kelly, Garrett Kendrick. Carmen Kenner. Liberty King. Madison King. Robert Knox III. Ronisha Kyler. Aaron Lawson. Sydney Lawyer. Noah Lindler. James Lint. Jack Livingston. Caleb Livingston. Mackenzie Love. Michael Ledwikowski. Joseph Likens. Dallin Lisi.
Carrie Mackey. Angel Marquez Garcia. Rebecca Mall. Deanna Mays. Caleb Mays. Carson McCaslin. Bryson McClary. Grace McKenzie. David Mackey. Emma McKinney. LaCheryl McKinney. Kylie McNair. Mitchell McNeil. Sean McSorley. Olivia Mabin. Matthew Mealing. Madison Medlock. James Mello. Irish Miles. Kellen Miles. Blake Miller. Kareth Miller. Gerald Mitchell. Michael Mitchell. Monica Moody. Jeffrey Moody. Marcus Moon Jr. Destiny Moore. Aaron Moore. Erica Moore. Marquez Moses. Kirkley Munns. Amelia Murphy. Rebecca Noyce. Jason Nunez. Joel Yamungo. Joseph O'Neill. Elijah Owens. Anna Partlow. Meetkumar Patel. Dalton Payne. Bianca Pena. Ingrid Perez Aguirre. Imir Perez Lopez. Jacob Perkins. Evan Peters. Brett Pivito. Jaylee Poor. Aaliyah Prescott. Chase Presnell. Evan Price. Zariah Price. Morgan Prouty. Griffin Pruitt. Miles Puckett. Cade Putnam. Peyton Rabin. Adrian Ramirez. Mason Ranson. Wyatt Razy. Cooper Red. Molly Redwood. Madison Reeves. Kevin Reeves. Luis Ronaldo. Taylor Reynolds. Micah Rhodes. Raziah Richardson. Allison Roberts. Jacoby Roberts. Robert Roddy. Gabriel Rodriguez. Kenise Rodriguez. Pax Rogers, Sanaya Rollins, Nevaeh Ross, Kyron Roundtree, Trinity Rouse, Jeremy Ryberg, Lena Ryberg,
Alyssa Sabian, Angela Sandoval, Nathaniel Sawmell, Cooper Scroggs, Armani Sellers, Slade Shaw II, Skylar Shirey, Haley Sykes, Jeremy Samard, Susan Singletary, Dan Slusher, Kayla Smalley, Samara Smalls, Logan Smith, Jalen Smith, Curtis Smith, Lexus Smith, Sam Smith, Trent Smith, Logan Summers, CJ Stansel Jr., Sydney Stevens, Trinity Stevens, Drew Stevens, Paul Stevens, Caitlin Stutzman, Demaya Sullivan, Caitlin Swan, Leland Swanson, Jeremy Sweat, Caitlin Sykes, Malachi Thomas, Trinity Thompson, Jaden Tawari, Andrew Towner, Ashley Truesdell, Jada Tullis, Matthew Turner, Caden Ustry, Nathan Vandegrift, Yarlise Vargas, Ivana Vasquez, Norma Venegas, Lance Vidal, Isaiah Sanchez, Gabriel Walker, Tamaya Walker, Reagan Wall, Hannah Walton, Tavis Wardlaw, Dejan Warner, Adriana Warren, Parker Watkins, Devin Watson, Tanaya Ways, Nia Michelle Williams, Marco Williams, Alfredi Williams III, William Willis, Kasim Wilson, Haley Winburn, Dakota Yingling, Paola Zelaya Alvarado, Michelle Zhang, Peyton Zulke,
The faculty of North Augusta High School has certified that these candidates have met all graduation requirements. By the power vested in me by the South Carolina Department of Education, the Aiken County Board of Education, and by Mr. King Lawrence, Superintendent of Schools, I confer upon these graduates their high school diploma with all rights and privileges. At this time, graduates that so desire may turn their tassels. Graduates, as we conclude our ceremony and bid you farewell, I would like to share with you our legendary physician, Dr. Watson's simple rules to live by. Always be a lady, always be a gentleman, never give up, try your best, and remember, there is always room at the top. Please stand for the alma mater.